Hello, Scott. My name is Jeff, and I'm a co-founder of Logo Leads. And I believe my wife Megan spoke with Debbie recently about a quick website audit to show you where your company is ranking currently and how Grapevine House Painting stacks up to its competition. And Debbie was nice enough to pass along your information so that we can, in this video, go over a few specifics on search engine optimization and show you how beating your competitors online can have huge benefits for your business, particularly when it comes to gaining new customers. The three things we're going to go over today are content, backlinks, and citations. Now, content is anything on the front page of your site that Google can read, so all the text within your images, and whatever your images are saved as. Now, to be considered an authority in Google's eyes, you're going to want to have at least 1,500 to 2,000 words on your front page, and you're going to want it to be stuffed with content that has to do with buyer intent. So for you specifically, you'd be looking at things like Painter Dallas, Texas, or Painter Plano, Texas, and other keyword phrases along those lines within your service areas. That way, when anyone types those searches into Google, your website is the one that pops up. Now, taking a quick look at your website, I do like how chock full of information it is. It is very geared towards educating the visitors to your site. It is a well-built website. One thing that I would highly suggest is correcting this security link here for your website. Whenever you purchase the domain from a particular provider, whether that's GoDaddy or Google Domains or whomever you bought it from, they provide this secure link, which is called an SSL or security socket link. And what you do is you have to properly link that to the website that you are building on, whether it's Wix or WordPress or whatever provider that you use to build the site. You just have to make sure that those link up correctly. That way you are getting that secure connection. And basically what that does is when you don't have it, Google penalizes you heavily. So it is very, very, very hard to rank when you have a website that's deemed insecure. So correcting that would be one of the easiest and most beneficial things that you could do. The other thing is, as I mentioned, you want to shoot for that 1,500 to 2,000 words of content. And what that does is it allows you to input those keyword phrases throughout your homepage, because your homepage is the front door to your website. And you want to target the most highly searched terms on your homepage. But you want to do it organically, meaning you're not just chunking all of your keywords into a single paragraph and hoping that Google picks it up. They've learned that that is something that people do, and you are now penalized for it. So what you want to do is you want to build content around those keywords, typically keeping the ratio about one keyword phrase to about 100 to 150 words of content, and building out your homepage that way. So then when Google goes through your website and reads everything on it, it sees that, okay, there's these keywords that people are searching for, but they're spread throughout the whole homepage. This guy obviously knows what he's talking about, and it's a very informative site, has lots of content. So therefore, we're going to give him a better ranking whenever people search for whatever keyword it is that pops up on your homepage. The other thing I would suggest is on your residential pages, or on your separate service pages, is that you do the same thing. Try to target keywords that are pertaining to, for example, residential interior painting. If there's anything that has a high volume of search in whatever areas you're working in, these areas down here, then you build out those back pages, again, with content, keeping to that 100 to 150 words of content, and try to rank those back pages. That's what the bigger companies do, is they have back pages that end up ranking. So that's what you want to do to try and target as many keywords as possible. Now, one thing that we also want to look into is something called the backlinks that are related to your site. Google can be a bit of a popularity contest because they judge you based on how many websites are pointing back at you. And so you get a lot of power and influence from backlinks or direct linking to other websites that are related to you. So for example, like a commercial painter's blog that mentions your company, or a popular website that features various types of home services. You're going to get a lot of influence and power from something like that as opposed to your local Domino's Pizza. And we do have a tool that measures that. It's called Ahrefs. And so plugging in your website here, you'll see that you have 5 backlinks from 2 referring domains. That means you have 2 websites pointing back to you 5 times. You don't have any organic traffic going to your site, and you're not targeting any keywords, which is why you're not getting any traffic, because whenever people are searching, you're not ranking for those or even targeting those keywords. So that would be something that you'd want to build into your homepage. That's where I would start, is just trying to target high volume keywords, which you can see using this tool. Taking a look at your top competitor, at least when it comes to Google, this is Southern Painting. They're a big company. They have branches all over Texas, but I did just specifically Southlake, Colleyville, Grapevine, and this number is a bit inflated. For whatever reason, it's pulling data from their San Antonio branch, their Houston branch, so it's all gathering towards this Southlake, Colleyville, Grapevine page, which they may or may not be doing intentionally to show that they have a lot of traffic going to that page. Nevertheless, they have a lot of backlinks, they have a lot of keywords that they're targeting, a lot of referring domains, and so they're getting a lot of power push to this specific website. And so really their volume, after reviewing it, and you can look at the keywords here, you can see they have Southern Painting, Katy Painters. Now, Painters in Fort Worth, that's getting closer to home. Painter Dallas, they're ranked number 2 for. That has 250 volume. They're getting 40 per month. So in the number 2 spot, they're getting 40 visitors to their website per month for Painter Dallas, Texas, which is a pretty high buyer intent keyword. So just something to look into, just targeting those keywords and building that backlink profile. The last thing that I want to talk to you about is something called citations. Citations are the name, address, and phone number of your business listed across the various directories online. So that's Houzz, Porch, Yelp, Home Advisor, hundreds of them out there. The importance of those is that what they do is they allow you to show up in this right here. This is called the Google Map Pack. And you'll notice that Painting with a Twist is the number 1 spot here, so it's not really relevant, but they are a huge company, and so they have a lot of citations out there. And so you would want to rank in this map pack through the use of citations, which are actually pretty easy to come by. It's just you're registering yourself on these different directories. So something else that could really, really benefit you is getting into this map pack by getting more citations. So that was a lot of information. I hope that it was somewhat helpful to you. If you have any questions or if you'd like to discuss it further, please feel free to give Megan a call. Her number is 210-865-0718. Thanks again.